Hello, you guys. Nice to be here with you again. Um, Thank you so much for receiving me in your day, in your life, in your attention, allowing me this space of your open minded. And um, lately, if you have been following the content, you will know that I have been using my personal life as an inspirational point of start because I'm going through a really big time life change. And the things about big time life changes is that they are challenging, uncomfortable, and you kind of feel like you never know what's next. Just like really, really recently, I had received a tip from one of my spirit guides. He was talking to me about the power of going even when you fear things, because courage is not about not fearing, courage is about overcoming the fear. So he was telling to me of how in moments like this, sometimes even if we don't know what's next, even if we're fearing the next path ahead of us, uh, we need to go, even with or without the courage. If yeah, even if we are in fear, And because of that, just let me see something in here. And yes, because of that, I have been trying many things. First of all, and based on my personal natal chart, because let me share this with you. Astro.com. Astro. Oh my god, it wasn't logged in. Okay. 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 Based on my personal chart, I chose to make a direct interference in my life. With that being said, that interference was about observing my own natal chart, which I'm about to present to you. Here it is. Okay. Okay. If I click on it, it will be just that. Okay. So, because of my map, because my ascendant is in Virgo, that means that my 8th house of transformations is in Aries. And what is Aries? Aries is energy, is a lot of will to act on things, as in the sense of action, put an effort among above things and helping them to grow from the start because they're good in the beginning of the projects, right? And they're super hands-on and they're very not really agitated, but let's say like go-getter, like very conquerors, and they are just full of energy and all of that. And because of that, I needed to change my life. So I decided I need to exercise because of everything that I do. And I do like to search for my knowledge. I like to keep evolving my intelligence. And I do like to keep myself up, not precisely updated, not that much for news and politics, because I mean, when they will ever going to change, right? But anyway, and in that, I understood that I needed to balance many fronts of life. Now, the interesting part about exercising is that this is totally related with the fact that Aries is in my eighth house of transformation. And even more because the fact that I'm Scorpio, the eighth house already represents me. And the eighth house is about the value of others, right? And why is that important? Because I am passing through these many life changes. I'm trying to build all new circles in many aspects of my life and even new ways to bring me prosperity. And because of that, and because of the fact that the eighth house represents the values from others, the things that you learn from others, I chose to work the Aries energy to level up, leverage up. Como é que é alavancar? Just a bit, please. Alavancar, alavancar. Em inglês. Yeah, leverage. Exactly. Okay. So, because of that, I wanted to leverage my professional and prosperity life and the values to come from others. And I decided to work on the Aries energy. And because of that, I started to exercise. I started to use that fire energy that they have. And it's good to jog because when you do it, you have to stay in the present because of the many efforts that your body's doing and your muscles are doing. And because of that, you stay in the present. And also because of that, the consequence is that you are having a dynamic meditation moment. And why is that important? Because after this point, I understood because I had this spiritual guide talking to me, counseling me, because it's like this. It's not only about exercising, it's about balancing life. And let's face it, right? The thing is, moms, hey, I didn't understand them before. Now I love them. Moms, they have to say so many no's to so many nice things that we want, but they're doing it from the best of their hearts, right? I understand today. Anyway, when moms become moms, they become very focused on their kids. Well, not all moms, right? But many moms. And I was one of them. And I like really focused. And because I really focused on being a mom, I really also am focusing on my professional life, of course, right? That makes total sense. But what from this? It's because like this, if you're way too worried about the kid and the profession and the kid and the profession and the kid and the profession, of course, having fun because I am a human, right? But anyway, if you're only focusing on this, you're leaving so much behind. You're leaving studies behind, you're leaving bodybuild behind. And why does that matter? Because you're not just a spirit on a body. Whatever it is, the function that you have to perform on this life, your mission on earth for this incarnation that you're having today, you only get to do this on earth if you have your vehicle. That means your body, right? And the thing is, I am almost 40. And at this point, if we don't exercise and if we don't do maintenance, the body starts to. So, because I was getting like super sedentário. Será que sedentário é sedentário também? Just a bit, please. Sedentário. Sedentary. Yeah, it's the same. And I was too sedentary and I understood, oh my God, I feel like my body's starting to feel a pain in here and in there and and it's stopping to functionally as flexible as it used to be. What is going on? And then I was like, okay, you're taking too much care of your kid. You're taking too much care of your profession. And you have fun time sometimes, but you're not taking care of your body. You're not taking care of your studies. Not really, because I'm studying Korean, so not all the way there, but some of it, because I could be reading more. And then my spiritual guider started talking to me about balancing things in life. And I was like, and this is my conversation with him, okay, him or her, I'm not so sure. Yeah, but do you know how much effort it takes? Because I mean, I am tired from all this and this and this and this and this and that, and then this and this and this and that, and stress and here and in there. And when I come home and when I have a little bit of time for myself because my daughter just went to sleep, I want to rest. I want to watch TV. I want to do something as simple as not even having trouble thinking about anything. And he was like, this is the consequence. To turn the table, you precisely need to ask from yourself to do those things because right now your body is accustomed, used to be in stillness, in only sitting to work all day and then spending some time with your daughter. But because you practiced it a way too much, that become a habit to you. Now we want to break the habit, and breaking the habit is kind of the hardest part because that's like putting the first gear for people who use car with gears, right? As I do. And to put the first gear in the car, it's the part of the effort that causes the most strong movements to the car, which means to start the movement. To start the movement is actually harder than to keep it going. And he was like, so you need to start the balance because it's like this. If you want to enhance your spiritual energy, oh my God, it seems to be so exigent. You know, you have kind of to do a lot. But the things that you have to do, they are conceptual. They are, how can I call it? You cannot touch them. They are abstract, okay? So how are you supposed to measure how much you have learned and accomplished in abstract realms, right? And I was like, oh my God. And he was saying, no, just don't think about that. Just go and do your stuff little by little. You don't have to do all at once because if you do all at once, you will give up because you will remain tired. But actually, if you start by exercising, you will be pulling more serotonin. Do you think that serotonin is the same in English? Let me check. Where is the serotonin? Yeah, serotonin. Yeah. Apparently, the more you exercise, the more serotonin you produce. And because of that, you're pulling a lot of energy to yourself, good mood, self motivation, and all of that to have a really good day. And then from sedentary, I started to become one of those people who are thinking. Let me leave it really clear thinking. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking of starting to run at 7:30 a.m. because I need to have some stuff going on correctly by 9 a.m. But I'm just thinking, okay, as for the moment, I'm still running at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. And some exercises, I use those apps to do them at home. Believe me, they are helpful if you are disciplined enough. And I started mixing all my life around, and the world is so interesting. The world is so interesting with these things because I was just telling my partner, I've got to start exercising because every time that life brought me money and prosperity is because I was doing some sort of exercise. And it so happened that I started to run, and actually, like in the third day, I received a really good proposition. So, because that really worked, I would like to remember you. I know life is heavy. I know you have a lot going on. I know you have so many troubled, hard, and stressful days, and that takes so much from you. But have you ever authorized yourself to stop for a bit and just allow yourself to breathe without thinking of any of that? Because if you can take care of work, if you can take care of kids, if you can take care of relationships, friendships, the siblings, when are you going to allow yourself to take care of you? That is highly important. Because, as I was saying, you were brought to this earth with a mission that you are going to figure out throughout life happening. Okay. But When you arrive there, do you want to be there like healthy and with youth and with all health and necessary structure that you need to fully feel the moment and fully live the moment? So, some things we have to start doing now also, because to keep studies update keeps you updated to the reality and the combination of generations in place on earth right now, right? So don't forget about yourself, and don't forget that after the whole situation that you are going through right now, you want to feel like you have grown for yourself, for your own pleasure and your own satisfaction, not just for others to validate, you know? And then I started this whole thing, this whole movement of starting to exercise, get back to reading more, get back to spiritual studies more. Because it's not only about inspiration, you know, the more love we show and the more passion we show for spiritual realms, the more they want to participate of our lives and give it back to us, because they're looking for opportunities like this to be able to add an extra effort to help humankind throughout the whole life process, you know. And yes, that's why I came here. How balanced are you? How balanced is your lifestyle? Oh, but then now you're coming to me with that healthy chat, boring chat. And I am like, yeah, maybe it's boring because I have already heard it like that. But it's actually for you, because whatever it is that you want to do, if you want to do that until you are 70, until you are 80, do you want to arrive there like walking and everything? So you have to prepare yourself now, okay? That's the base of the idea. Some things that are meant for our future, we have to prepare ourselves for them on the today. And that's not a bad thing. It's just about saying that you in the present already love the you of your future. That is a good thing, isn't it? So, yes, my idea is for you to bring by that subject upon yourself, upon your own reflection. I'm not here to judge anyone, you know. And only each person know what is the heavy world on their shoulders, you know. So who am I to say anything, right? I know this, don't worry. I'm not trying to intrometer. Como é que é se intrometer? Meddling. I'm not trying to meddle in your story and make it change. I'm just asking yourself, how balanced do you feel? Because the hardest point is to start balancing. But once you started, then it's just easier to make it keep working and going. And it will start in a point that you have done so much that it becomes a habit and will become a flow, a natural flow of your behavior, everyday behavior. So, this is my invitation for today, because there are many things that we have to do to work for our spirituality. And the fact that we have mind, body, soul, emotions, and thoughts all connected in the same thing, I'm pretty sure that if we leave one of those parts behind, another one of them is going to suffer as well, because you only work as a full package, you know. And if one part of the package stops working well, some other parts will suffer as well. And this is about the story of your life, you know. So I always tell you guys that talking to spirituality is not only about the really good things that happen and how beautiful gods are and all of that. It's just about also always coming back to you to call you for that reality check, self reality check, right? How am I? Am I going to the direction that I want? Am I running away from things that are important? Am I remembering that I'm also important and I have to also be nice to myself? Because I mean, it's super easy, and we were taught our whole life how to be nice to others. But do you know how to be nice to yourself? Because that's like really important too. Um, Thank you so much for being in here with me today. If you have been liking the content, remember to subscribe to the channel and share the content with people that are interested in the same things. Remember to give us your like, and press the bell so you can receive the notifications. And if you want to know it, get to pass by loveandmoonboutique.com so you can see the many arts and body work. Is that called about body work? Not like a jewelry, yeah, but kind of jewelry. And all the stuff that you can use to combine your outer world with this spiritual phase that you're going on. You can use to decor your house or to, as necklaces and bracelets. And thank you so much, Love and Moon Boutique. I love this space. I love the work that we're putting out together. This is a space of healing. And I do believe that it has a lot to do throughout the whole world. So I pray for our growth together. And thank you so much for trusting me for this role, okay? Thank you so much. Kisses in your hearts. I hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye.